just vent to you guys and kind of just clear the air of like what's been on. I feel like I don't need to make a video on this. I don't need to make money on this. I just feel like there's just so many freaking assumptions being made and people that are being dragged that don't need to be dragged. And I'm not here to even name names, but basically when we were at the mansion, everything was settled, right? Everything was good. Everything was settled from what you guys seen on our vlog. And then the next time you guys seen us, we were literally in a hotel. Sorry guys, I just keep having to take breaks because it's just been so emotional for me, like the past days. But basically, after I went out to eat, we got back to the mansion and some texts were sent by a specific somebody that I took very, very offensive, just because I just felt like bullied and attacked at that moment. So a text message was basically sent saying, sending a picture of another person kind of doing like a laugh, and with that picture it stated, "When you take Maria's room."
No, but that was a middle finger too.
And then there was a middle finger of another girl basically flipping off the camera, and that picture was sent in that group chat. So I just took real offense to that, just because I didn't ever want the room to ever be an issue. This is why we wanted to leave to a hotel when our bed was discovered like just messed up. Instantly, I wrote back in that text and I said, "Was that shade?" And this person said, "No." You know, so I don't know. I just felt like that was just so unnecessary, especially after all the room thing was situated. And you guys, let alone, like, I don't take things like that too lightly, just because I've been bullied all my life, guys, and I just go off vibes. I'm really good off going off vibes. And if I feel like someone is just doing something to kind of get under your skin, which that's kind of what I felt like I'm not gonna be put in a situation where I feel like shit, or where I feel in a house like I'm not wanted, if that makes sense. So I had told my girl, who I thought was my girl, that I felt uncomfortable and I wanted to leave. You know, I didn't expect her to freaking leave with me. I offered her to leave because she felt just as uncomfortable being there. So I ended up leaving, guys, and let alone, I was going back to the room and I was freaking crying, packing all my shit back up. You know, I really didn't want to leave, but at that point it's like, am I gonna stay in a house and feel awkward and uncomfortable, or am I gonna just take off and be with my man and just, you know, make the best out of this trip? So Beau told me, like, "I know you, babe. I know you're gonna be uncomfortable. What are you gonna do? Just walk around and just be awkward?" Like, no, let's get our shit and let's go. So I was literally just bawling my eyes out, guys, packing my shit. So we ended up leaving and booking out a room, which you guys seen in the vlog. So what you guys didn't see is me being hurt because I needed a freaking friend. Sorry guys, I'm really trying to do this without crying. I'm literally tired of crying, but this is just so emotional for me. It's just a situation that has me like just hurt. So my girl that I thought was my girl basically just showed me her true colors, because not once did she ask, "Are you okay?" Not once did she tell me, like, just stay. Not once did she even check up on me. I received a text message the next day just saying, "Come back, LOL." And to me, that wasn't enough. Like, to me, like, how am I supposed to be okay coming back to home where I feel like I'm being talked about or just feel uncomfortable with the situation? So that's why me and Beau made the best out of the Miami trip. And we just did our own thing the whole time out there. And I'm not gonna lie though, guys, there was one specific person that did reach out to me and basically asked me if I was okay. And I literally was thanking her, because I was like, this is what I need. Like, I felt so alone with the situation, and I feel like in situations like that, you're never supposed to feel alone, you know, especially when you're feeling bullied and attacked and you're coming to a person and telling them you're feeling bullied and attacked. You would expect people to actually want to be there for you and genuinely want to be there for you, not none of that fake shit where they just want you to come back to the house, that way you don't expose a situation on social media. And once I left, guys, I literally came back home, and this person that I felt bullied and attacked with had the audacity to freaking tell me that I need to keep this off social media. And instantly I thought, like, was this a threat? Or am I just getting bullied to keep my mouth shut and not say shit so that other people don't get dragged? And honestly, guys, I'm tired of putting myself last. Like, I'm always looking out for people, and that's probably my fucking problem, is that I'm too fucking loyal that I tend to not give a fuck about my feelings, right? So I came back home from this trip basically realizing that I don't want friends that treat me like shit. And I basically thought I had a friend that I know isn't really my friend, because her true colors really showed itself on this trip. And I'm not here to tell you guys this to basically go and bash people and piece more shit together, because honestly I can't name no names. And I won't be naming any names, but I'm just tired of reading people being so negative and accusing Beau of cheating on me, which he fucking never would, guys. Like, he's been like the only person that has actually been keeping me fucking sane, because without him, I would have been fucked. Like, I've been feeling so like shit recently, guys, that it sucks, because who you think are your fucking friends really fucking aren't. And it's fucking sad when you see fucking fame or views and what people will fucking do for it, and not see the reality that friendship is more fucking valuable. That's what fucking hurts. That's what fucking hurts. I'm really trying to keep my composure, guys, but I just felt so attacked on this trip, and not being able to count on my so-called friend is what hurt me the most. And I just thank God that Beau is so fucking good to me that he literally will fucking do anything to make me fucking feel better. But I just needed to clear the air real quick, guys, because so many of you guys are left with questions. And like I said before, I'm not gonna be dropping no names. I don't want you guys bashing anybody. I don't want you guys bashing me. I just needed to let you guys know, since I do share everything with you guys, that now you guys will understand why I'm tweeting. I'm literally just venting to you guys and expressing how I feel. Like, I need to let it out, guys. So I just needed to tell you guys, of kind of letting you guys in, because I feel so even harassed by some of you fans that feel so entitled to make me basically tell you guys everything. And I just feel so pressured by everyone that I didn't even know what to do. So I had to just come on Snapchat and kind of just like let it out and kind of just say my piece so I can feel a little bit better about the situation. But that's it for now, guys. And moving forward, I'm gonna take the situation as a lesson learned. You live and you learn. I don't think we get enough of those situations. And I just want to stand up for those that ever feel like you guys have to put yourself in a situation to try to fit in, or just because you feel like you need to fit in. Never degrade yourself like that. It's easier to stand with the crowd, but it takes courage, guys, to stand by your fucking self. And honestly, that's the best advice I can give you guys right now. And I hope you guys understand. And please stop being so negative towards others. Stop being negative towards me. Just be nice, guys, because you really don't know what a person is going through. So this is why I really did not want to open about it because I feel like it's just gonna open more doors to freaking people just like saying shit. But since Candy wants to go and basically talk about a situation that was already resolved, yes, I did go through a headache for dealing with the room. Candy was already in a room.
If it wasn't for Maria going and talking to somebody about the rooms, it would have never got situated. Candy wanted to leave, and Maria booked a hotel for us to leave.
Which that's what you guys seen in the vlog, and
we were already gonna leave, because Candy was already emotional because she didn't want to be in a room because somebody else was smoking weed, so she was getting a headache, right? So Candy was getting a headache because somebody else was smoking weed, which is perfectly fine, whatever. So we decided to leave. Before we left, somebody came, they told us not to leave. The room got situated, right? But in the meantime, when all that shit was happening, Maria was the only one dealing with the whole room situation.
Candy was just laying in her bed saying that, oh, you deal with it, I have a headache. So what did I do? I freaking took one for the team, and I dealt with the whole room situation. I bounced back to back between people to get it all situated.
At the end of the day, if it wasn't for Maria going and talking to somebody, Candy's ass would have been outside, away from the house. So anyways, the rooms got situated in the 2 rooms that we were going to get. Before anybody went to the house, Maria said, hey, I get the better room. That's all that happened.
So that's when I felt like we deserved the room because I was dealing with the headache. Like always. I always had to deal with it.
Candy already had a cool room, but she just didn't want to be in the room because she had a headache because somebody else was smoking weed.
And they told her that they could tell the specific person that no more smoking in the room. Whatever. That's just so irrelevant. Anyways, we were both fighting over a damn freaking room at this point just because we were so frustrated with the whole freaking situation, which we never even should have dealt with in the first place. Like all this shit should have been settled before we even got to the freaking house. So at this point, both trying to just like calm us down and be like, you guys are friends. You guys should not be fighting over this. Which I get.
And then
I was so frustrated that we were even fighting over a fucking room. So Candy's upset. I'm fucking upset. I'm literally in her freaking room. Like, dude, if you want the fucking room, like, fucking get it. Like, at this point, I just want to fucking leave. Like, we should not be fighting about this shit. Like, we're girls.
Me and Nestor both were saying, hey, you guys are friends. Like, you guys shouldn't be fighting. At the end of the day, we were like, let's just go eat. Let's squash everything.
I was literally begging Candy out of bed. I was wiping her tears. I was putting her chanclas on.
Supposedly you were poking her butt, too. You were tickling her. So before she goes and
we are friends like that. I mean, she touches my butt, too. The hell?
You thought you were friends, I guess.
Well, I thought we were friends. So that's when I was wiping her tears away, guys. And just being there for her because I know I played a part in making her feel like shit. So as a friend, I was trying to make it right. And everything was fine. And I told her, let's go out to eat. And she was just emotional herself. And she sat there and freaking looked me in my eyes. And basically freaking said, I hate to be a clout chaser, but we gotta do what we gotta do. And I told her, I'm like, no, dude, like, we're better than this. Like, we don't need to freaking chase clout. Like, we got our own supporters. We don't need to chase clout. So finally, at the end of that, I was finally able to get her out of bed, and we freaking went to go eat and have dinner. So everything was already resolved. So I don't even know why she's trying to resurface all that, because if she had an issue,
if that was such an
why
issue,
go out to eat with us?
Then you should have dropped everything as soon as there. You should say, leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you, you're not my friend. Plain
exactly. And one thing I could proudly say, guys, is that we are such an open book with you guys. Like, we don't lie about shit. We try to be as open as can be. Yes, I smoke weed occasionally, guys.
Hey, but don't sit here and say that we offer you this and that.
We asked you if you wanted to smoke, but we never forced Nestor to freaking smoke. He smoked willingly with us.
Don't forget to mention, too, before we left, he was the one that had the blunt in his hand.
Telling us to hurry up and smoke.
With the light and everything, wanting to smoke. So don't try to sit here and say we forced drugs down anybody's fucking mouth.
I know. I'm the one that said, no, I can't. Like, I'm stressed out. Like, I want to leave. So don't try to twist the fucking words, Candy.
She's trying to sit here and say, too, that she's done a lot for us, that we forced her to eat this and that. At the end of the day, you're your own person. If you don't want to eat something, plain and simple, you can say, I don't want to eat. And don't sit here and say that you've done a lot for us, because at the end of the day, we've done a lot for you as well. We pull up to your guys' house unannounced to surprise you guys. Go to every event you guys have. Always show support to you guys. So don't try to sit here and say that you guys do all kind of shit for us, because at the end of the day, we did a lot for you as well.
I feel like don't justify and put me down as a friend because I needed you when it fucking counts.
You're mad over a bed, but that shit was already situated, and then you're trying to go on a rant and then throw drugs and her poking your butt, this and that. Like, that's all irrelevant at this point.
Like, I just feel like all this is a freaking mess that I just wanted to avoid from day one. That's why I wanted to leave, guys. I wanted to leave from the fucking beginning. So that's why I feel like when the text message got sent, I felt so offended because I feel like me and Candy just went through the whole mess of dealing with it, getting over it, moving forward. And when the text message was sent just directly towards me, I took real offense to that. I felt singled out. I felt bullied at the moment because that text message wasn't directed towards Candy when she was the one that had the issue with the bed, with the room. Like, she had the issue with the room as well. Like, it wasn't like us was just the bed. Hers was the whole ass room.
She don't want to be around.
So that's why I got so offended. And then when I leave, she didn't care to ask, like, oh, are you gonna leave? Like, are you okay? Like, she didn't care to do shit. So that's why I feel like her true colors showed out, because when she was upset, with everybody and everything, like, I was still there. Like, I was freaking still there. So I feel like all of this is kind of like irrelevant because we were able to move forward, you know. And if she had an issue as a friend, you would address it. Just the way when she texts me, come back, LOL, I freaking poured my heart and soul into that freaking text, and she took it as I was arguing when I'm just letting you know how I feel about the situation. And when she told me that, I was like, who's arguing? You know, just have a good time. And basically that was like the end of our friendship, because she basically showed me her true colors. She didn't bother to text me 2 days later, 3 days later, 4 days later, nothing at all, guys. So I'm just tired of being the one to constantly have to reach out to people to prove our friendship. Like, I already did enough in that room of fucking begging. Like, I was literally fucking begging her, and I'm not gonna do that shit to myself again. But at the end of the day, everyone's gonna have their own stories and how they felt about the situation. But at the end of the day, me and Candy were girls at that freaking trip. You can
according to her too, though, she said that she already knew you guys were gonna have a fallout. Then why even keep it with us if you already knew what was happening?
That's sad. That's sad to even fucking hear that. But anyways, I feel like she's gonna try to say and make up excuses to make up for why she was being a fucked up friend to me, which is not okay, because she clearly said that everybody in that house isn't her fucking friend.
She needs to remember too, she was the one that wanted to leave in the first place. At the very beginning, she was mad about the fucking room.
So when she wanted to leave, I was so quick to be like, let's go. No questions asked. So that's what makes the difference between myself and Candy. So I was there for her and she fucking wasn't. That's why I said it counts where it counts, and it doesn't count when you weren't fucking there for me. And don't try to sit here and freaking lie to your freaking fans, Candy, saying that I tried to record you having a mental breakdown, because that's just so fucking ugly to me. Did you forget to mention that I freaking was the one that told you no cameras, no recording? That's why you weren't really recorded at all anymore. So I'm so confused where you are, why you're trying to manipulate the freaking story.
So I want to come on here and talk to you guys because I know there's a lot of nosy fucking bitches here. And I don't give a fuck what you guys say at this point. I'm not talking to my supporters. I'm literally just talking to all the fucking nosy bitches that come and talk shit. Like, I really didn't want to do this. And I've been getting dragged for days about this. And I'm trying to be an adult, and I'm trying not to tweet anything. And the moment that I tweet something, it's my fault even more. I'm the fake friend. Why don't you nosy ass girls go ask her why I didn't leave with her? Why I decided to stay and be an adult that night. Ask her what she put me through that day. I literally had a mental breakdown, and she tried recording it to show her viewers. I was literally forced out of a room because she deserved it, because she deserves better. So I'm the one that cares about the views, and I'm the one that cares about all of this. No, go ask her what she put me through that day. I couldn't even forgive her. I couldn't even look at her in the eyes. On top of that, she tried tickling me so I can drop it because I was having a mental breakdown, and I wasn't there for her. I was gonna leave with her until she put me through all of this. And tickling me on my private areas, on my butt with her long nails. I felt fucking I felt fucking violated that day. And I asked her, let me sleep it off and we'll talk in the morning. She didn't care. She was just there because she knew she fucked up. I ended up going to dinner anyway. Being a grown-ass woman, I ended up going to dinner. And then after that, I'm being told that, do you want to smoke weed? And I say no. And yeah, you're going to smoke weed. This person has literally done so much to me, pressured me to do so many things I've never wanted to. And I've never said anything on my videos. I've always kept quiet. I've always ate where she wanted to eat. I always traveled where she wanted to travel. I always did everything. And I'm a fake friend? No, for once in my fucking life, I stood up for myself. And I told her everything I felt that night. And she didn't like it. So we come back from dinner, guys. And according to her, somebody bullied her. So I saw it, and I know some people can't joke around. So I saw her point of view, and I saw this person's point of view. Because me, I'm a jokester too, and not a lot of people can handle it. So I just told her, why don't you just sleep it off, talk to her in the morning. Like, I'm really exhausted. This was way past midnight, huh? We had not ate the whole day. We had traveled the whole day. I was exhausted. On top of that, I had a mental breakdown. Don't forget that, guys. I had a mental breakdown. And I had cried and cried because she deserved the room. She kicked me out of a room. And I gave it to her because she told me that if I didn't give her that room, she was leaving. So she threatened me with that. And me, because I didn't want all this to go on social media for you guys to find out, I was like, take the room. I slept in a hospital for a year. In a hospital bed with my son. You think I'm going to cry over a room? So that's when I told her, just sleep it off. She even called her babysitter because she didn't hear what she wanted to hear from me. So she called her babysitter and she told her, like, that's fucked up what they did, you know? But why don't you sleep it off and talk to her in the morning? So she said, I'll call you back. Why? Because she didn't hear what she wanted to hear from her. She didn't want to sleep it off. She thinks she deserved a good room. She thinks she deserves everything, so that's why she left. And me, I'm just done. I'm not going to go through a mental breakdown and still leave and have your back if you're going to put me through all that situation. I was never going to say anything on camera. I would never bash anyone. I would never use what we have to bash anyone. But for her to put me through a situation like this, I'm fucking strong to put up with all these hate comments. I'm fucking strong. I've been to hell and back when I lost my son. You think I'm gonna cry over this? You got me fucked up. And for everyone saying that, why didn't you guys just talk it off? I tried. I literally tried. What she thought that I was making fun of, I literally told her, come back. Like, I wanted to talk to her. I wanted to call her on the phone. My friendship was real. It was always real. And then she turned it around and started saying all this nonsense. Like, I'm done. I can't even keep trying. But my friendship was always real. I tried talking to her. I tried convincing her to stay, to talk to the other YouTubers and tell them how you feel. Tell them that you don't feel, you don't like it. And then the next day you just switch it up on me. Like, I'm the fake one for staying. I stayed because I wanted you to stay. I wanted you to fix things with everyone. I didn't want you to lose everything in one night. But I guess I'm the fake one. And I just wanted to add, you know, when you have a friend, you just know that you're not going to be friends with them forever. Well, this is the kind of friendship, guys, that I knew that was going to end like this. Because everything always has to be put on social media or they're not happy. In my case, I've gone through so much in this past 2 years and you guys don't even know about it. Like, literally, Melody has been beat and I never told you guys about it. Because I literally took responsibility for my kid. I didn't come to social media. But just want to clarify that Melody has nothing to do with this person. This was just a whole different scenario. Just giving you guys an example of things that we have been through. Because if I don't explain, you guys will literally think that she beat her. But yeah. Guys, as fucked up as I feel right now, I didn't want none of this. But guys, I need to clear my name. This is not right. I feel bullied by all these haters. I feel bullied. Guys, like, I literally just saw what she updated you guys on, and the amount of freaking lies that were put into this, She couldn't even like herself. She had to put her husband into this. Like, not once have I put my husband into this. I can back myself up, but he's so up your ass. He will say anything to comfort you. Anything. But, I mean, whatever. But that I would do anything for clout when I told you that if I leave, I'm not leaving to a hotel because of your brat ass. I'm leaving back to Phoenix. I don't have time for this shit. And I never wanted to leave. You think I'm going to pay that much money for me to want to leave? I just wanted a room inside the mansion because it did smell like weed, which at the end of the day wasn't weed. It was a candle. But hell no, I never wanted to leave. If I wanted to leave, I would have left. But I didn't leave. And then talking about Nestor smoking weed, he can smoke all he wants. But don't ever force me when I told you that I was paranoid. And you saying that you wiped my fucking tears? Oh my God. Nestor, didn't she want to record me?
Yeah.
Now that she brought her husband, did she want to record me?
Yeah.
I fucking literally yelled at them. How fucking dare you want to record me? And let's be honest, guys. Taking an apology as an adult wasn't enough. This was planned already. To throw it on Twitter, then to come on here. And I'm being called the clout chaser. I had dropped it. I have never wanted to come on social media, like I said. But I have to defend my name for you guys that continue attacking and attacking. You guys, I'm not going to change your mind, and I don't care. But this is just for like my supporters that need to hear this. But how convenient, huh? That you wouldn't take an apology, but you go on social media and cry. I don't believe people that cry.